Right, I'm going to be stealth camping on a campsite tonight. I've come to see my folks. They're in their new motorhome camper van thing there. Parked my car here and I'm hoping this spot will give me enough coverage away from all these posh motorhomes and caravans. I'm right next to the wall so nobody will see me from that side either. I'm just going to chill for a bit and then I'll bring you back when I'm setting up my stuff. So this is a stealth setup. Got the Durston Gear X-Mid one solid with the Decathlon 4-class MT900 Air Mat. That's the 5.2 I think it is, R rating. There is a lower R rating one on the website and this one sells out really quickly, so keep an eye out for it, but there is a 5-point-something one available. Seat summit, pillow, and then the ice flame quilt as per usual. So it'll be the first night in this tent. I think the setup this time's pretty decent, if I do say so myself. I've adjusted the top of the inner and lowered it a little bit so that the bottom spreads out a bit wider. So this is a wide, 25-inch wide mat. I push that up to the edge. I've got a little strip there that I can put stuff in. Plenty of space down the top end as well behind that pillow. And then on the other side of the tent, it's hard to tell on camera, but there's quite a lot of storage down there. I've opened both sides of the tent for now just to keep some air flowing through. It's quite a warm night tonight, but you do get these huge vestibules on this tent as well, so there's plenty of space in either side to put your rucksack and your boots and other things. One for stashing, one for slashing, I guess. I haven't put any guy lines out because there's just a gentle breeze tonight. Hopefully that's blending in well enough. I'm behind the line of sight from any motorhomes behind me, so it fits nicely behind the car, and then all the others are over this side, so all they're going to see is that top peak there if they decide to be nosy. We've been foraging as well. Alright, that's me just got into the tent. I'm not sure whether I'm going to find this a bit too claustrophobic or not. There is plenty of space in here lengthwise and height-wise to sit up. It's really just a width that I'm kind of not battling with, but wary of, I guess is a better word. So we'll see what kind of night we have tonight, and I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Morning. Let me get this tent packed away and then I'll let you know how I got on. Wet through inside there. So that's me all packed up, locked and loaded. I'm just leaving now. From a gear point of view, the tent was absolutely drenched inside this morning, and I'm not saying that's anything to do with the tent itself. You see a lot of people on YouTube, when they get a little bit of condensation, just blaming the tent, and I'm not at all. It's just physics and how things work. I was camped in the bottom of a valley. There's still mist in there this morning, so that explains it. I did have both the vents open, but there's just no wind, so all that moisture was just stuck in the air basically. That Decathlon sleep mat was really comfortable again. I don't bottom out on that when I'm sat on it either, which I used to with the light tour mat that I had before. The only little niggle I've got with it is the valve that you open to let the air out. It's got like a stopper on it, so you can't just open the valve and leave the mat to deflate. You've got to physically push the air out, and when you're limited for space, it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. I'm still not 100% convinced that I've made the right choice getting the X-Mid 1. I just like to have a bit of extra room to just do stuff, move around. I can make it work, but it is really on the limit of what I need space-wise. So if I was buying one today, I'd buy the X-Mid 2, but the 1 is just okay, I think. Obviously, I'll see how I get on with it after a few more uses. I've seen a few reviews of the one-person version where people have said it feels really claustrophobic, and I didn't feel that at all. I think because you have still got a couple of mesh panels, one on each side of the inner, you can still see out of the inner bit, so that's enough for me to just not feel like I'm in a coffin or feel too claustrophobic. It might not be enough for you, but I didn't feel like that at all. Beans and sausage.